dragging their feet a bit.
I think others are probably waiting for others to make a move as well. I think once, because I think, yeah, like you said, WWE is going. If UFC actually gets up and running and can work, you might see another sport doing it and then another one, and then all of a sudden it will be okay for the Premier League to do it because X, Y, Z sports are doing it right now. Right now, you don't want to be the first sport to do it and then get criticised, especially like a sport like
everyone's
football.
scared of the criticism, aren't I think with social media now, it's very easy to point the finger now as well.
Yeah.
So,
you saw what happened with like Liverpool and like Spurs furloughing like their non-playing stuff
last night as well. So
yeah, they had to reverse that because you just get loads of criticism because it's such a sensitive subject at the moment.
I think it was ridiculous. I mean, how much money did this club actually bring in for you to furlough non-playing? Like, really? You know what I mean? It just goes to show you that, like, some folks don't have no heart. Like, because how you gonna make a decision like that? Like, that's just ridiculous. You know?
Don't know. I didn't really understand it, and it seems like the players were complaining about having to pay like 30% of their wage or take a 30% cut across the Premier League.
Any players complaining now? I don't get it really. I mean, if you can retire today, you're well off.
Do you know what I say? Because I was saying to some people earlier today, I was like, you know what? Everyone wants to talk about how footballers are earning so much money and blah, 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 blah. But how many millionaires and billionaires have actually pulled out any money considering we're in a pandemic? I haven't really heard any. But they look at the footballers. Don't forget, the footballers are being paid.
True, yeah.
They're being paid by the millionaires and billionaires. So you're asking the wrong person for money. Why don't you go and ask Abramovich for money? Why don't you go and ask, the Kroenkes for money and, all these other guys? Ask them for money.
Players are easy target, aren't they? Because they're on the pitch. I think with owners, they're sort of in the background a lot of the time. So they're not the first point of, like, when something goes wrong, they're not the first point people contact.
I hear that.
But they should be because, again, they own the club. They're giving out the money. They're playing the stuff.
They're getting paid by the club. So ask the club for money. You don't ask me for money. You know what I mean?
The players want to help with this. Some of the players do want to help, but again,
and it should be their choice. You see what I mean? It should be their choice. And to be fair, it should be everyone's choice whether they want to help or not. Because to be fair, in regards to this crisis, the country is the one which should be pulling out all the money for this. I mean, we don't pay taxes for no reason. You know what I mean? So asking people which are already paying taxes to then, further give more money, you just think, well, then what was the taxes for in the first place? That's ridiculous. But then again, we're going down a rabbit hole, so yeah. Yeah.
All right, man. But yeah, I guess, we haven't got too much time left. We've only got 8 minutes. So I think, look, everybody, we can agree that, listen, health is the most important thing. However, we do miss sport, and we do want to see sport back on our televisions very, very soon. I don't know, who do you feel as if has benefited most from, I don't think anyone's benefited, but I think in terms of sporting situations, who do you feel as if it sort of said, you know what, deep down, I'm kind of glad that, this sort of
nobody
happens to give us a break?
Nobody, because at the end of the day, nothing is final. Nothing is concluded. So nobody benefited.
Agreed. Yeah, I don't think there's any, from a sporting perspective, no real winners, apart from maybe if the season gets cancelled, like United fans, because Liverpool don't win the league. But like, apart from that,
I don't think just United. I think other fans around the land.
Yeah, to be fair, yeah.
Liverpool not winning the league really. But
I just can't believe you guys would prefer Man City to win more than Liverpool. It just makes no sense to me. But yeah,
is it just because it's their first time?
For me personally? I think obviously. No, listen. Look, I haven't got. I think they've done well this season. I think they've done really well. I think they've been the best team by a million miles this season. 100%. That's a fact. I might not like Liverpool, but I'm not going to say they've not played well. They do deserve it. I mean, to play the way they're playing, to be that many points ahead, considering what Man City did last season, that just shows they're just different level really. So they do deserve to win it, 100%. And again, massive credit to Klopp. If they don't win it this season, then if they're that good, they'll do it again next season. That's if you're that good of a team, you do it again next season.
You can't say that, Chelsea get a transfer window, you know what I mean? Like, other teams, Man United is looking better now. So
I think they're a more complete team than Liverpool, aren't they? I mean, they've got the players in. They're more. I think Chelsea will have to.
I don't know. I think Liverpool got fortunate with not fortunate. It's really bad to say because they're 25 points ahead, but they've not had any injuries really at all.